It's a pleasure once again to have you on the link this week. The link promises to give you information you can use and opportunities along. Tonight, we are speaking about opportunities. We are going to discuss opportunities, or if possible, in Australia. And online, my guest tonight is Miss Jand Amuna, chairperson, Ugandan Community in Southern Australia. Jand, you are welcome.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you. I know that it's already morning and we have kept you up in order to have this interview. Thank you very much for bearing with us.
Not a problem.
All right. We haven't prominently heard from the Ugandan community living in Australia, and particularly for you where you are in Southern Australia. Give us a brief of the community there and how you guys are faring down under.
I live in South Australia, and South Australia is a state that is located in the southern central part of Australia with 984,321 square kilometers. It is one of the largest states in Australia, Australian states and territories, with the smallest state of, it's the smallest state by population of 1.8 million people. And out of that 1.5 million people, 393 of them are Ugandans.
All right. Thank you. So you are sizable in that small state. Thank you so much. Now, some of the things I've heard about Australia from where I sit is the opportunity for education, the universities and all that. Jane, what can you tell us about the opportunities for education in Australia?
Australia is one of the countries with the best education systems, and it's a liberal country which allows the students to study and work as well at the same time. And some of the universities, particularly one university that I can talk about is Torrens University, that offers any African student 15% discount from the tuition, and they also give 35% for special students.
Right. Somebody will be wondering, special students, who might those be?
Probably the smart ones.
Oh, okay. So
of Excel, yeah.
Okay, if I have very good grades from here, I might as well
Yes.
Get a 35% advantage already in terms of tuition.
And one of the things is they tried also to match the curriculum to see how they can credit students back in some African countries, and more especially Uganda. If the curriculums in Uganda correspond with them, they match it, and then they reduce the years of study. If it's 3 years, then it comes down to 2 years or 1 year, whichever.
All right. Let's move on to the issue of skilled labor. Several countries have tapped into Uganda's skilled labor, and we have had just a little bit about Australia. And so paint for us a picture, for instance, where you are in South Australia, about the opportunities for skilled Ugandans down there.
I know that there's a high demand of skilled migrants into South Australia, and South Australia is also known as it's got the aging population as well. Just to let you know, South Australia, more especially Adelaide, is also known the city of churches. There's so many different occupations and job opportunities in South Australia, and it can be found in the Home Affairs website, but we do have professions ranging from, public health. We have engineering, a lot of others.
All right. So, what's advantageous to come and work or study and work? from your experience, which is more viable, study and work, or come skilled and work? Which is easier? What do you know?
I think if you already have your skills and you're experienced, you can come as a skilled migrant. But if you still want to study, you can come and work and study at the same time.
Okay, very well. I know that immigrating to Australia, I've just had stories, and that's why it's nice to speak to you, Jane. It is strict entering in Australia. One time a friend of mine told me they were going and they had an orange in their pocket, and they were told, you cannot come with that orange into Australia. They're a little bit strict. So in terms of immigration, who can realistically come to Australia?
For anyone who wants to come to Australia, I can advise that you try to use agencies like immigration agents to come to Australia, because they know the necessities needed and what is needed, the requirements. They can guide you in the possible way better to come to Australia.
Okay, take us through from your own experience. What are some of the things that the Australian immigration might require from me? Let's start with, I'm a student. Okay, I need to apply. What else may they need? What do you know?
And again, I'm going to refer you to, now we are in 2023.
Yes.
I came, I think 2009 or 2008. So requirements might differ now because of the time frame, but I'd strongly advise anyone who wants to come to Australia to use an immigration agent, so they can give you the requirements, what is needed, guide you through, the laws and all that. So, yeah.
Yeah, just a bit of comparison with the Canadians. We had the Canadian agent here who said, in order to settle, even if you are skilled, you need to have some money in your pocket, to give you a startup and all that. Do you know, or do you think that would be the case in Australia? If I come as skilled, I still need to have some money in my pocket. Is that the case there?
I really can't say. Obviously, when you're traveling somewhere, you need to have some money in your pocket, right?
Yes.
So, yes. So I really can't say, but for me personally, I know that if you're coming as a student, you have to pay your fees. You need to at least show that I'm capable of taking care of myself there. There are certain requirements that are needed before you're granted the visa.
All right. And now, final question. When people hear this kind of interviews, they think, I am going to go there, and the typical chayo. Earlier on you said everybody's chayo, but yes, but there are those who are not skilled, they're not students, but they're just chayo. What advice would you have for those who are not in those two categories especially, but they want to come to Australia? How is it?
In terms of, when you say chayo, what do you mean? There are some jobs, there are some chayo jobs as well. As I said, that with Australia, it's a straightforward country. The visa process is a straightforward way. So as long as you meet their requirements and you can prove certain things, I don't see why they shouldn't allow you. Then my only concern is I don't see many Ugandans in South Australia, and that really hurts me a lot. I would love to see a lot of influx of Ugandans to South Australia. So if you want to come to Australia again, I will refer you to an agent to give you the right way, how to get the visa and, the better requirements, or how to apply to certain universities or institutions, so you're able to come.
All right. Thank you very much, Jane. And your last word on this interview. You are the chairperson, Ugandan Community in South Australia. Your final word to Ugandans watching you here in Uganda, but also out there.
Yeah, I would actually just say that contact the High Commissioner of Uganda to Australia for more information as well, and also just go to the website of Home Affairs to get more what kind of jobs are allowed in Australia, and you know, and the visa processes. If you can't, then again, I would refer you to an agent.
All right. Thank you very much, Jand Amuna, chairperson, Uganda Community in South Australia, for painting for us a picture of opportunities and the possibilities. And we can see, we know that it's possible because you have succeeded yourself there with all the Ugandans there. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, Jand, and greet everybody in Australia.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
That was Jand Amuna, chairperson, Uganda Community in South Australia. We have had opportunities. Typically, it has been Middle East, but recently we spoke about Canada on the link. Now we're speaking about Australia. If you need more information, look for it. She has given us the websites where you go, or the High Commission here, and you get more information if you want to immigrate with skills or for education or both. We hope we added value to you. That was the link. Thank you for joining us tonight.